What is up, everyone? Escape211 here, and I'm just playing back some footage I did earlier of me messing around with the Cryo Javs, all right? I don't know how many people know this, but the Cryo Javs are actually epic grade. So, of course, the reason why I'm thinking about it, bringing it up, is because of all the epic grade and rarity changes stuff they're talking about, and it makes me wonder how effective this weapon is going to be. I know it's only a 6 energy one, so probably not all that effective, but it makes me wonder if it could get a bump up in terms of like where it falls in terms of power and its functionality. And then of course they came out with a recent Q&A, so I wanted to talk some about that as well as where Cryo Javs sit with all this and stuff. So maybe after I put this video out and you know, talk about some of these Q&A stuff, you guys can let me know where you think the Cryo Javs will sit, all right? But if you guys didn't see it, they dropped a Q&A recently on their Discord, on their Facebook, and it started off really good. First of all, they said that they're going to bring back the implant removal discount for a full month, which is awesome. That is super, super good news. It does make me wonder, though, like with all of what they said before, why not just say, hey, it's back, instead of saying like, now you gotta wait until this thing comes out and then we add it? Like, I don't know exactly what they needed to fix before, but it is kind of weird that they're choosing to wait until now to drop this, and then they're able to do it for a full month, you know? So maybe slightly sus, but I'm not really going to complain. All right, it's back, so that's really good news. All right, next one that I thought was really interesting, though, is when they said when it's going to happen. The actual weapon upgrade system is going to happen mid-March, so that's like 2-ish weeks from now, maybe. Not too bad. All right, I'm okay with that. Now, this doesn't include the progress path changes yet. That'll come later. We don't exactly know when, but it'll happen later. All right, so I'm going to go out of order out of these Q&As too, and I'm only going to cover a few of them. If you want to see the full thing, go ahead and check it out. All right, but next one that I thought was interesting is really just the second half of this, because when they talk about the changes, they said that Juggernaut will also see a boosted new rarity in the grade upgrade, which is really good. I was afraid he was going to be a total casualty. I don't know what his rarity is going to be, but my guess is that he's going to be rare, so that way he matches Ares, just because those are two tanks that, you know, for most people matched in terms of their power level and all that kind of stuff. So it makes sense to match their rarity two together, I think there. So that would be my guess, but interesting one there. Then they also said that when they added Slingshot and Puma, that they'll retain similar costs to Killshot and Panther, and that all other mechs and items will retain their cost. So it gives us an idea of what we can expect for the progress path in the upcoming one, because if everything else is retaining their cost, that means anything new added will have a similar cost structure to what we already have, is my guess. Take that as you will. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It really depends on how it all, you know, lays out in the progress path, but we'll see, guys. We'll see. All right. So this one was probably the most interesting to me because it's revealing a little bit more about the grade update and their intended goal. They say that they want to focus on HP and damage for the most part, and that includes like the damage of mechs as well as the HP of shields. But it almost sounds like they're mostly going to focus on, you know, scaling up the rarity and HP for mechs, scaling up the damage and rarity for the weapons, which overall sounds good. But it does make me wonder and hope that that is done fairly, because right now a lot of people will say that the HP lacks compared to damage in the game overall, especially when it comes to tanks. And that made me think of this other question that they said, you know, that they're going to adjust based on rarity rather than mech roll, though. So, and then they said that some tanks will certainly get looked at and be tougher than before. That's good, but it does make me wonder and hope that, you know, certain weapons and certain things are still going to be very strong, like that question was saying. You know, I'm mostly thinking of EMs here, of course, right? I mean, but there are some weapons that can just one-shot tanks, which is crazy. So it does make me wonder how all that's going to shake out, and makes me concerned about how all that is going to shake out. But overall, I like the direction of all of this, and I do think that there are going to be times where they look at things a little more closely aside from just HP and damage. So I think that, you know, the overall feel of this still to me is really positive. I love that we're going to get our discount back. I love that we're going to see some different things cycle in the meta, hopefully, based on this rarity change. And I love that eventually we're going to have everything on the progress path. That's huge. So a lot of great stuff that's going on. I really think this is a lot of positive changes, and this Q&A really helped to clear up questions. But if you guys have more questions, you can certainly ask them below, all right? I will do my best to answer them or see if I can get answers for us if they're ones that I think are going to be great for the whole community to know. So, you know, feel free to leave your thoughts below and your questions, and we will see you out there on the battlefield.